Hello and I welcome you all to this video. Today we will talk about Project Cheetah. Maharaja Ramanuj Pratap Singh Dev of Korea, which is present day known as Chhattisgarh, was responsible for the death of the last known Asiatic cheetah in 1947. This event led to the extinction of the once thriving cheetah population. The species was officially declared extinct in 1952. Reason for cheetah's extinction: first is loss of habitat, second is human conflict, third is hunting for fur and meat, fourth is susceptibility to illness. There are only 7,100 cheetahs that live outside of captivity. Cheetahs are considered vulnerable or at the risk of becoming endangered. Cheetahs have been of interest to humans for thousands of years, used as hunting animals by ancient Egyptians and other cultures. So today, cheetahs can be seen only in the zoos all over the world. Now we will talk about what is Project Cheetah. The goal of this project is to bring back cheetahs to India, cheetahs that were declared extinct in India back in 1952, to establish a viable population of cheetahs so that they serve as top predators and expand their range within their historical habitat. They can also contribute to global conservation efforts for cheetahs, and that is the reason the cheetahs from South Africa and Namibia needs to be moved to Kuno National Park in Madhya Pradesh. This reintroduction of cheetahs will aid in the restoration of open forests and grassland ecosystems in India. Because cheetahs are a flagship grassland species, their conservation helps in preserving other species in the predator food chain. Cheetahs typically prefer open grasslands but can live in a range of habitats across eastern and southern Africa. Now let's talk about the current status of this project. So in total, 20 adult radio-collared African cheetahs have been imported so far. The first batch of 8 cheetahs arrived on September the 17th, 2022, and another batch of 12 cheetahs from South Africa arrived on February 18, 2023. In late March 2023 this year, one of the females gave birth to a litter of 4 cubs which were conceived in India. Right now, the mortality rate stands between 60 to 80% at Kuno Wildlife Sanctuary due to natural causes. Preliminary analysis by the National Tiger Conservation Authority (NTCA) indicates that the deaths were natural and not related to other factors like radiocallers. Now let's talk about what are radiocallers. Now radiocallers are used to track and monitor animals in the wild. They consist of a collar with a small radio transmitter. This collar provides data on animal behavior, migration, and population dynamics. They can be combined with GPS or accelerometers for additional information. Collars are designed to be lightweight and comfortable for animals. Potential risks and challenges such as injuries or infections can be managed because of radio collars. Now there are few challenges that are associated with radio collars. First is festering neck wounds and septicemia. Now 2 cheetahs in Kuno died due to suspected septicemia caused by festering neck wounds from radio collars. Additional cheetahs including Oban, Elton and Freddy have exhibited the similar injuries. These setbacks have raised concerns about the use of radio collars in the cheetah reintroduction project. Problems with long-term collar usage is carrying something on the body for an extended period can have downsides, as seen in studies on watch wearers and pet dogs. Even though the dogs wearing collars can develop acute moist dermatitis or hot spots aggravated by ticks or fleas, tight-fitting collars can cause pressure necrosis and rapid hair loss around the neck, similar to bed sores. Now let's talk about the radio collar weight considerations. Globally, the general guideline is to keep radio collar weight below 3% of the animal's body weight, and the modern collars for wildcats typically weight around 400 grams, which is suitable for cheetahs weighing between 20 kgs and 60 kgs. However, fitting collars on cheetahs can be challenging due to their small necks, especially for younger animals. Vulnerability to collar-induced injuries would be cheetah's winter coat, which is thicker and furrier than that of tigers or leopards, can retain more water and take longer to dry. In a 2020 study, the collar weight rule was criticized for not considering animal athleticism, revealing that the collar forces can surpass the collar's weight during movement. For instance, the forces exerted by collars were found to be generally equivalent to up to 5 times the collar's weight for a lion and a staggering 18 times for a cheetah. Now let's talk about the lack of adaptation to monsoon conditions. Secondary bacterial infections under collars are not commonly reported in African conditions due to drier skin between rain spells. In historical times, cheetahs in India did not wear collars during the monsoon and may have adapted differently to the local climate. Implications for the reintroduction project is tracking, immobilizing, and assessing cheetahs for neck injuries poses challenges and potential delays. The absence of a clear roadmap for the next monsoon raises questions about recollaring cheetahs and their well-being.